Ashley, here, Mr. Will Ferrell.
What was that?
Goulet had too many cherry Pop-Tarts.
He loves his cherry top.
that and the booze, they don't mix, do they? He had to go.
Booze and sugar.
Yeah, not a good thing. You know, you've had so much attention this year from your George W. Bush.
George W. Bush, yeah.
Impression. People seem to really like it. You're getting a lot of...
Thank you.
Wow.
They don't lie, Conan.
Those people don't lie.
They eat it up like cotton candy. Maybe.
Yeah.
No.
Did you get a lot of good response?
It's been for the most part good, except for I finally got my first piece of hate mail, which I wanted to read.
Okay.
It was my first negative reaction, which was from, I won't mention the name.
Right.
A lovely lady in North Carolina by the name of Barbara. And she wrote that she had caught your impression of George W. Bush. I must tell you, I don't think it's very good at all. You don't have his expressions, and your face is too fat to form a likeness. The fellow who did Gore, Daryl Hammond, was much better. Yours is a big zero, and I think you're going to find that GW is a lot smarter than you think. Signed, Barbara, and which was interesting. So I actually wrote her back. And I wrote her back a letter, and I just said, you know, I read your letter. I appreciate your response. And, you know, it's obviously a free country, and we can have different opinions.
That's good.
Thank you for corresponding, and P.S. Why don't you bite my wiener? Bite it! Bite it! Bite it!
So that'd be capital letters.
That was in capital.
Capital with an exclamation point, maybe.
And it was so hard that the paper was a little bit torn.
She probably couldn't even read it.
No, she couldn't.
Now, of course, you're married.
I'm married.
Lovely, lovely,
yes.
beautiful woman, Vivica.
Vivica, who's actually here tonight. But she's not actually out here, but she's backstage.
Just here in the United States.
Hi,
oh, she's here backstage.
She's here in the United States. She
Yeah.
was deported for a little bit, but now she's back.
Now she's okay.
We were running some drugs, but that's a different thing.
It's your own. That's your hobby.
Yeah.
How's that going?
That we just got married in August, so everything's going great, and she's got a wonderful family. I have this. My mother-in-law is fantastic.
Well, where's she from?
They're from the whole family's from Sweden. So, but Birgit is my mother-in-law, and she's still. There's kind of an English-Swedish translation that's sometimes lost, and she loves to just tell the craziest stories. And Viv, my wife, is actually knitting right now, and they were talking about it. And out of the blue, she'll bring up the most random things. And she was talking to her mom, and her mom was like, "Oh, you're knitting. Maybe you should knit Will a pair of Damaska," which is like long underwear, to cover up his nutsies.
What? She didn't say that.
She actually said that. She's like, "Don't tell Will I said that. No, please." And
you repeated it on national television.
So, gotcha.
This is the #1 show in Sweden.
This is #1. This is actually #2.
Number 2, yeah.
Next to Madlock.
Madlock?
Madlock. It's Madlock.
Do you go to that country often to visit her family or just to hang out there?
We're going again this summer, and I've been there 2 years ago, and we're actually going again this summer for Midsummers, which is the big, you know, we're here in Sweden, party, woo. Everyone drinks.
That's sad. That was the saddest. Woo! That was the saddest representation of people partying. Woo! Woo! What are you having? Maple syrup? What are you doing?
I was having a little maple and cough syrup.
Yeah, good, good.
But I'm trying. She actually got me. Barry got me a little Swedish workbook here to brush up on my Swedish. So I wanted to tell you some of the. These are kind of some of the popular phrases that you'll hear that I've been working on that are just common phrases in Sweden.
Okay.
So for instance, if I'm in my restaurant, I would say, jag vill ha kyckling, tack. I will have the chicken, thank you. Right. So you could do that if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or for instance, Conan har fina byxor.
What?
Conan, you have fine pants.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
This is another popular phrase. Voy din fransk hurra. Where is your French whore?
She's ironing my pants, yeah.
And then another very popular, very widely used phrase. Jag skulle gå ut och cykla med några nakna pojkar idag. I'm going to take a bike ride with some naked boys. Those
are the good phrases.
You can pretty much get around the country. You're fine.
Get you through any situation.
People just let you into their homes. It's just like hotels for free, gambling.
Now, speaking of gambling, are there other projects that you're working on? I got to ask you about this because I heard a story that you had it's kind of cool.
It's a very cool story. I'm working on this obviously very low-budget independent film put together with a bunch of friends, in which we were literally, the cost of it was literally $10,000.
That's nothing.
That's nothing for a movie, and we all of a sudden we had a thing that to not get into it too deeply, where it doubled it. We needed 20, so. We didn't know what to do, so we actually went to Atlantic City and decided we took the money, put it on roulette, put it on black, and said, we'll just go for it. And if we lose the money, we won't make the film. That'll be a sign. And we hit black, and we were able to make the movie for $20,000.
That's incredible. That's an amazing story. That's just amazing. That's an amazing story.
No, I'm just joking. That never happened.
That's the lousiest thing anyone's ever done here. Heartwarming. Screw that. That's not true.
Never happened.
Goulet. All right, now.
Goulet.
Check out, folks, the season finale of Saturday Night Live. This sounds like a really good show.
Chris Walken.
Chris Walken, one of the great Saturday Night Live hosts of all time. Christopher Walken,
fantastic.
and musical guest Weezer.
Yes.
That's going to be a good one.
It'll be fun.
Hey, thank you so much for making time.
Thanks.
Will Ferrell, everybody. When we come back, Jared Miller will be here with Dangerous Animals. Stick around.